of Behind the Scenes. We're podcasting a special episode of Behind the Scenes because I found it as producer and host, and also as a person that has spent my entire life giving people, starting with my family first, and helping young people, also mentoring young people. And now that I'm in Baltimore City, I've been here for 5 years. I'm founder of ZeBay, promotional consultant group. And not only are we promoters, we have a live podcast that is about to go now nationwide on Radio 1 called same name, ZeBay Behind the Scenes. And we're going to be reflecting, we're going to be the voice of the people, continue to be the voice of the people for this show. But more importantly, we are going to help to change the mindsets of a lot of young people here in Baltimore City. So that's my girl, yeah, here in Baltimore City. And as you guys know, I'm running for mayor. God has touched my very soul to run. My heart is just in love with the children and the youth and the people here in Baltimore City. And I gotta say that I have to be, wow, the bearer of some bad news today. Of some bad news today. If you guys follow me every day, if you follow behind the scenes every day, and you find and you know that 2 weeks ago, I actually, we did a woman's empowerment event in our Towson office. But prior to that, Kenny, three-time world boxing champion Kenny Baysmore, and myself was with Eartha Harris and the committee, as well as a lot of the people that were participants in the 1995 Million Man's March on Washington, D.C. And it was the 23rd anniversary on October the 16th. And so we came together in Druid Hill Park to celebrate that moment, to say that Million Man March will forever be burned into the American psyche. And we looked at what has been done, what have we done, what have those that participated and those that had organized that million men, and we had over 2 million men march on Washington, D.C. In 1995. 23 years later, we've excelled a lot as black people, as people of color. Here in Baltimore City, the 80s and the 90s brought forth a lot of a lot of selling of drugs, hard drugs, like cocaine and heroin, and now the opioid epidemic. And a lot of young people are swayed because there's few opportunity here in Baltimore City. There's few opportunity here in Baltimore City for them to, even when they graduate from college, even when they graduate and get bachelor's, master degrees, they're having a difficult time finding the right career. And everyone is not made to go to college. There are some of us that are so gifted. Wow. Whew, thank you, Lord, for speaking through my tongue today. There are so many of us who are so gifted where school cannot hold us. School cannot hold that energy. School cannot hold that attention level long enough. Now, I was a straight AB student all the way through school. Matter of fact, went back and got a degree in occupational science, cumulative GPA 3.61. And the only reason why the first semester I didn't get straight A's. The rest of my 7 semesters, straight A's, is because I had an incident at Harris Teeter, where I slipped and fell up the street from my church one Sunday morning. So I was out of class for a week due to a very severely sprung ankle. Then I began to hop in there with crutches. And so I didn't do as well on my midterms. So my scores dropped from A's in 3 classes to C's and B's because I came in back in class the day of midterms because I didn't want to miss the midterms, okay? And so, but then I rebound and I didn't get nothing less than an A after that. So I'm talking about even with myself, through my life, I've always been an entrepreneur, a businesswoman. I've been CEO of a high-tech firm, the first automated business services company in the whole DMV area in 1980. People, even the federal government was still using Remington electric typewriters. I took invested in a Texas Instrument word processor and landed a freelance contract as a consultant for the Interstate Commerce Commission, and then with Booker T. Washington Foundation. So I became the first female CEO of a high-tech firm because I'm a pioneer. I created that situation. So look, now that I see people creating themselves, these young people in Baltimore are so creative, so talented, I have fallen in love and decided to start a promotional company here in Baltimore. And we've been promoting Baltimore for the past year to the point where you're recognized now nationwide. Nobody even across seas even heard of Baltimore. Now they're hearing and seeing some positive things coming out of Baltimore City. But look, this morning, you guys that watched me 2 weeks ago know that I was with Sheena Smith and her nephew. And Sheena is an airline stewardess for Southwest, but she's also a licensed agent. And she has helped her nephews because she loves her nephews. Those are like her